Welcome to January's edition of 4 and 4. My name is Kathy Halgren, and I'm the director of South St. Paul Public Library. After a hectic month off, I'm back reviewing 4 new books on our browsing shelves at the library. Imagine you're adopted and you've just discovered your biological father is a killer. That's the premise of my first book, Never Knowing, by Chevy. Allie has always felt a bit unloved in her adoptive family, and now in her mid-30s she decides to track down her birth parents. On her birth record it states that her father is unknown, but her mother is a Julia LaRoche who is a successful professor. The meeting with Julia is anything but pleasant, and Allie feels that her mother isn't telling her the truth, so she hires a detective who informs her that Julia is not Julia, but a Karen Christensen. Why does this matter? Well, Karen Christensen was the only survivor of a serial killer who attacked her on a camping trip, killing her parents. She has been living in fear all these years, and now her real identity has been discovered. And then Allie starts receiving mysterious phone calls from a man who claims to be her father. Some readers have absolutely loved this book. Others have felt the writing leaves a bit to be desired, and I'm in that camp. But I like the idea of discovering a living skeleton in a closet you never should have opened, and you might too. In light of the holidays just coming to a close, my next book is Families and Other Non-Returnable Gifts by LaZebnik. Keith Sedlak was born into a family of intellectual geniuses, and while things were never like the Waltons, she's stunned when her mother decides to really divorce her father, sell the family home, and actually start dating again. Part of the reason she's thrown for such a loop is because she's had a stable relationship with Tom, a rather average Joe, since she was 15. She's now 25, with a marriage assumed in the near future. That is, until she has an unexpected dalliance with her father's assistant, Jacob. Soon, she's questioning just what love is, and if she really has a satisfying relationship with Tom, while discovering the important role in the family that only she can fill. LaZebnik is known for getting the complexity of family dynamics right, and this is a heartwarming story for anyone who's felt like the black sheep of the family. My next book is hot off the press, and if you've caught the Swedish mystery bug, here's a new one for you called The Leopard by Nesbo. Jo is actually Norwegian, but he's a great mystery writer, and this is his latest Harry Hole novel in English translation. Harry is on the lam in Hong Kong, hiding from the Chinese mafia, and Kaja Solness from the crime squad in Oslo has flown in to convince him to return to Norway to work on a new case. Harry, who has been struggling with substance abuse for quite some time, does go back to Norway only because his father is ill, but soon he is drawn to the case where 2 women have both died in the same unusual way. Then a political figure is killed, and he believes this new murder is connected to the other 2, if he could just figure out the link. Just when you think you've figured out something, Nesbo sends you off in another direction, and that's what makes his mysteries so interesting. If you like The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein, you might enjoy Chet and Bernie mysteries. The Dog Who Knew Too Much is the latest entry in this popular series, but you really don't need to read them in order. Chet, the narrator of the series, is a lovable 100-pound dog who flunked out of the police academy, and his partner in the little detective agency is Bernie Little, a middle-aged investigator who is in the midst of quitting smoking one more time, while trying to solve a case or 2 to get back in the black. But they're the perfect pair. In this mystery, Bernie is hired to pose as a woman's boyfriend while they search for her missing son, and both Chet and Bernie find themselves in a pickle or 2, including the kidnapping of Chet. Besides seeing the world through a dog's eyes, the best part of this book for me was feeling the mutual admiration and loyalty between Bernie and man's best friend. And it's just plain fun. That's all for this edition of 4 and 4. Happy New Year, and see you next month with 4 more titles in 4 minutes.